Alright, we have a Discord League March Madness Round 5 game. This one is Demagogue playing Dragon Seeker Void versus Shinjo Turk playing Unicorn Keeper of Fire. He's running HMT. I see 41 conflict cards there. Always interesting. I'll be right back actually. Okay, I'm back. So we see a City of the Rich Frog and a Those Who Serve. So he's going to play a lot of characters, I imagine, here. Cycle of Rebirth, though. Which province was that on? The Moto Youth? Each province emptied by this effect face up. So I think he 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he took one of the cards in City. So it didn't refill. Seems good. Yeah, so that card's not actually bad, given that City of the Rich Frog exists. So yeah, we see a ton of characters for Unicorn here. And Dragon buys a Yokuni. The nice thing about your opponent playing Those Who Serve is that at least you get the Passing Fate. We see a Restoration of Balance here. Military 11, so I don't know, maybe we'll see a defense. You could just let this break, that seems reasonable, and then Yokuni could break the City of the Rich Frog pretty easily, I imagine. We'll see what he does here. You could also defend here. If you're going to start like towering up this Yokuni, you could duel some people and maybe prevent the break, but since it's a restoration, I don't know. Maybe that is what he's going to do. No? I feel like you don't defend this, but I don't know what's in his hand. So, I mean, what happens if you don't defend and he just breaks? He gets to HMT. Okay, yeah, so we see no defense. Ooh, Shinjo Ambusher, yeah, so that is unfortunate. And he had the Spoils of War. But, I mean, there's not much you can really do about that, I guess. Still seems like probably the right decision. Oh, it was firing, too. Yeah, so Yokuni gonna get dishonored, which is unfortunate. We see a past conflict that makes sense. Your opponent still has 2 conflicts, though, so he can even just pass this one if he has no way to use all 3 and force you to make the first move. Which, unless you're going to use all 3 of your conflicts, you should probably just pass this one. We see a political attack. Political Earth. Upholding authority, so that's the other bad province. Could have another ambusher. We are going to see a defense here, though, it looks like. It's 1 to 2 court games. Okay. Does have the court games. What happened? Challenge on the fields to move himself home. Okay. We see a Tattooed Wanderer Void attack at City of the Rich Frog. We are going to see a defense here. So he can still use his other conflict if he has another conflict character. This is going to be a Void Ring Resolving, though. Probably on the Trailblazer. I think that's what you do, right? Yeah. Does not get the break on the City of the Rich Frog, though. And no conflict character. Okay. So I think that's a good turn for Demagogue. He only took 1 break. He's up a card. And he has board advantage. And only down 1 fate. So seems good. Plus he got the favor. That's always nice. Let's see. Season of War on both sides. 2 Keeper Initiates for Unicorn. That is pretty good. We're going to see a Doomed Shugenja and the Season of War triggers. It makes sense to use Season of War there before your opponent passes, because you get those keepers in the discard, and then you get to see some more characters. We're going to see... This is a new card, Alton Sarnai's Vanguard. So her ability doesn't actually do anything except in multiplayer, but she's still a 1 cost with 2 military, so... Yeah, and we do see those who serve, so we're going to see another big dynasty buy here. He's going to get both of these. He's going to get a Shinjo Gunso. Let's see what that finds. An infantry, that's a good hit. And then I expect... Okay, young warrior, and then pass. Interesting. I feel like the Border Rider would have been a good buy. Having a ready effect on a character is always good, especially when you're running HMT. But more stats is always good too. Oh yeah, that's true. Yokuni is here, and he does love copying Border Rider. Yeah, so with that in mind, it does make more sense to play the Young Warrior. Because currently there's nothing Yokuni can actually copy. We see a Daimyo's favor to play a duelist training, and then he plays a new name. So the Yokuni Tower is starting. It only has one fate, which is not what you want when you're building a tower, but if he finds some of his duplicates, he should be okay. And the other thing is, like, you're playing against a deck that just wants to buy a ton of characters and break all your provinces, so you can't always afford to play for the long game. So Demagogue has the first conflict here. Fate on the watering and the airing. Neither of those look too appealing right now. I guess water could bow one of the infantries and then he can't use it to bow your Doom Shugenja. But that doesn't seem amazing. You could go fire to honor Yokuni. Ooh, there's a dragon tattoo. You could also go void to kill this young warrior. And if your opponent gets void, then that's going to be very, very bad. So I think going void might be the right play here. Way of the Dragon. Okay, so he's just playing all of his attachments here. Oh, he's going water. Okay. Interesting. This is a large water attack. Young Warrior has to defend. So he must have a way to ready this character. We could see him go for the High House of Light here with the Dragon Tattoo and the Way of the Dragon and grab that fade off of the air ring to put another one on Yokuni. That protects him from the Void Ring this turn. So I think that is what he's going to go for here, because if you just leave the Void Ring on the table and you have a 1-fate tower, it's probably not going to go well. Okay, Duelist Training bows the Young Warrior. Kind of wondering why the Doomed Shugenja is here. I guess it's to protect from court games because it's political. And I guess he knows there's just like no way he's going to defend against whatever the attack is. Oh, he has a favorable ground. Okay, that makes sense. So not going for the High House of Light this conflict. Which is interesting because that does mean the Void Ring is still up. He is going to get the break on that city of the Rich Frog. And bow an infantry. So Unicorn can come in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. It's actually not too bad. Yokuni has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus Duelist Training, plus Dragon Tattoo. So I think he should be fine here. Plays another duelist training. So he didn't have to play that yet. He has the Way of the Dragon. So he still had a duelist training trigger left. See what Unicorn does. You could just poke with like one character to on Void. The thing is, you would really like to get Void and also not have a Fate be on the air ring so that he can't High House of Light, but can't do both, so yeah. He finds Shameful Display. I kind of feel like you should almost just go at Upholding Authority there. Like, you were either going to hit Shameful or Pilgrimage. Um, yeah, the Sideways Tower Unicorn versus the Tower Dragon. So we saw just a Shameful Display. Okay, he has Unleash the Djinn, so this makes sense. So it probably should have been a Duelist Training first action, just in case he had that. Because now you can't really duel people. And the Unleash the Djinn also means that cards like Hurricane Punch are not going to be useful. Well, he doesn't even have a Seal of the Dragon, so. Okay, so favorable ground, just going to move home. Let the Shameful Display break. We see a Wayfinders. Seems good. So I expect the Okuni to attack and then try to trigger the High House of Light. Wait, that's a participating monk character. I wonder if he has a Seal of the Dragon in his hand. If he doesn't, then I think this Yokuni is just going to get Void Ringed, right? Yeah. Ooh, Karmic Balance. Okay. So he's probably digging for the Seal of the Dragon here. I didn't see what the hand sizes were before that, but I'm pretty sure Dragon was down since he played a bunch of attachments this turn. So that is going to be good for Dragon. We do get the break on Shameful though. Oh, and he has a 4 Greater Glory. That was a lucky draw off of the Karmic Balance. Yeah, that Void Ring. I really think he should have just gone Void on the first conflict. Like, he would have 0 Fate now instead of 1, but then he could attack a 1 Fate ring. So I don't know. So I think I was gonna say if you just attack with Yokuni, you have to worry about Endless Plains, but he hits Border Fortress. Yeah, I think denying Void was better than getting the one Fate on Water, and this is exactly why. I guess he thought he could defend the Void attack, but he didn't account for Unleash. Earth Ring gonna hit a Talisman, that's a good hit. Yeah, and he doesn't have, like, he couldn't box anyway because he never had a Seal of the Dragon. So, like, the Dragon Tattoo is pretty much going to go to waste. And the Way of the Dragon also, because I think he only duelist traininged once this turn. Okay, we see a Hurricane Punch. The one thing he does have going is that he is up on cards. But this Unicorn board next turn, ooh, a Hawk Tattoo, can he do it? Policy debate, here we go. For greater glory and strength in numbers. So he's going to get to Hawk Tattoo, or I mean Dragon Tattoo, the policy debate. And discard the other cards, so Unicorn is going to have no cards in hand. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that he's played now. There's a Fine Katana. But he's still not a monk. Oh, the Seal of Dragon, there it is. Nice. Not sure why he played the Fine Katana then. I guess it's fine. But he does get to High House of Light. Wow. So that was like, yeah, Unicorn should have attacked air to take the fate off of that ring there, for sure. What was the attack? Fire? Yeah, like you just take the fate off the air ring and then you have nothing to worry about. But Demagogue found the one way back into this game. Hopefully Unicorn doesn't make that mistake a second time, although Dragon only has one card in hand, so I guess you bid 5, you could still play 5. Yeah, he drew either the Hawk Tattoo or the Seal with the Hurricane Punch, I imagine. So that was pretty lucky. So we see, so I mean, Dragon's not out of the woods yet. Unicorn still has a very large board. He buys a Yasumura here. And this time, Dragon doesn't have any of those favorable grounds. So that's going to be awkward. And Unicorn can just attack Airing and take the fate, and then won't have to worry about another High House of Light trigger. Like, the Yasumura here is a big problem. Oh, it cannot be declared as a defender, right? So he can still attack. I guess that's fine. Like, you're actually tied on breaks right now. Although being tied on breaks is better for Unicorn than it is for Dragon. Master Alchemist is an ability to copy. But, oh wait, that puts Fate on rings. Oh, perfect. So he can use High House of Light. Well, you can't copy covert, if that's what you're saying. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. So, Unicorn should be able to break Pilgrimage. You don't have to attack air since he has the Master Alchemist, so yeah, water definitely seems good. Can covert the Yokuni and bow him. Surprised Unicorn bid 3. Would think you would want to see more cards. Just going at upholding, interesting. So, yeah, this makes things awkward for Dragon. Like, you need to get away. You need to get Yokuni into a conflict to use the High House of Light. And if he just coverts and bows you here, then you can't really do that unless you see another Hawk Tattoo. He's only played one Hawk Tattoo, so might have another one. Could even have it right now. That would be good to defend this conflict. Let's see what he does. Like, if you can Hawk Tattoo into this conflict and play 5 cards, you can just use the box now. You could even, like, Hawk Tattoo and then Policy Debate if you have it to just discard all of his cards. Daimyo's Favor, that could be for Hawk Tattoo. Well, let's see if he has it. Yep, there it is. So yeah, if he has the Policy Debate here, that is very good. Let's see if he does. Because you don't want your opponent playing like another Unleash. I think if you don't have the Policy Debate... Okay, yeah, he's just going to duel. Take up Command. What does that do? Okay. Sure. So he's doing that to preempt any Policy Debate shenanigans, I guess. But, I mean, if Demagogue had the Policy Debate, I think he would have just played it. Hurricane Punch, gonna Dragon Tattoo that, yep. So how many cards is that? 2 Hurricane Punches and a Hawk Tattoo, so he needs 2 more. There's a new name, needs 1 more. And Unicorn is passing, so no Unleash. What is the last card gonna be? Yeah, so Demagogue will definitely need to attack Void this time. The only issue then is that if you don't have a conflict character, you can't get a fire conflict for the Master Alchemist. Wait, what is it? You don't. It doesn't have to be a fire conflict. You just spend 1 to the fire ring. So, let go and take up command. Okay, that's 5 cards. Here comes the stronghold. Yeah, so I mean, I see what he was going for with the watering. Yeah, again, attacking air wouldn't have mattered because he has the Master Alchemist, and yeah, he is gonna instantly go for that Void Ring, not even hesitating. Sees Gateway to Mado. Okay, so he has two Battle Maidens for the extra stats on the infantry. Like, really, you just want to get this Void Ring off the table, so you probably just don't even do anything here. You could honor the Master Alchemist. To at least, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Because he just uses Mado. Unicorn is going to get to attack fire too, so he'll get his keepers. Okay, dishonors the infantry. Yeah, so I guess you can dishonor the infantry and then honor the alchemist, and then he has to spend something else. But like, you're putting 2 fate on the fire ring, which Unicorn wants to attack anyway. And it just forces him to play like one more one-cost character here. I don't know. I guess getting the dishonor tokens out does mean that Unicorn has to worry about decking out. Okay, interesting. Maybe he didn't realize that the Battle Maiden recruits would buff the infantry. Like, that was completely free for Unicorn, and now he gets to take that fate from the fire ring. So he's going back at upholding. Wondering why he doesn't go up. Oh, because this is political and he only has 3. Alright, so he's just gonna go for the upholding break. That will discard probably the bonsai. Yeah, discards the bonsai. And in come the keepers. So Dragon will have the first conflict next turn, which is good. This unicorn board continues to be very scary though. And he is on the stronghold now. So stronghold will be Sacred Sanctuary. Which means he can attack with Yokuni and then ready. The only issue is this Yasumura. Does this dragon deck run Cloud? If it does run Cloud, then that's what he needs to see here. Okay, he sees another Mitsu. This could also be good because he can't be coverted. Like, I think you probably play the Mitsu and then attack with Mitsu so you can ready him with the Sacred Sanctuary. Yeah, he does play Mitsu. Not sure you can find a slot for Cloud the Mind, so probably not then, but he does have the Mitsu here. Both players going to draw 5. And again, he has the first attack. This unicorn board is just so large. Like, if he has an Unleash here and you can't policy debate it, he just wins, right? So it's going to be military Earth with both at Gateway. Okay. So Gateway does let him play more characters. He can play some Border Riders and then stand them after the conflict. I mean, he probably doesn't need to do that, but he can. He could also just have a cavalry reserves. Oh, he has a Tattooed Wanderer for Yokuni. That is the other way to avoid covert. Okay, so what's happening here? I kind of missed the start of the conflict. So he played a bunch of cards, and then he's going to double ring effect and High House of Light. Wow, lots happening. Earth Ring hits Bonsai and Spoils of War. Okay. And then another one on the Wayfinders. Alright. So, seems good. Does he have a way to ready Yokuni, though? Oh, the Stronghold province. Yeah, so this is perfect, because you can't covert either of these characters now. Sacred Sanctuary is going to ready Yokuni, and then he can defend. So all that needs to happen now is he needs to not have Unleash. Yeah, he has to have policy debate, right? Like, yeah, okay. So he policy debates, he hits the Unleash, and that should be it, yeah. Had one shot, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the only way for him to win there was for Dragon to not have policy debate in hand. And he only had 8 cards left in the deck, and only one policy debate was removed from game, so yeah. So I think we see. Oh, so he's not going to concede just yet. Oh, he's just going to let him break the stronghold. That's fair. See what it is. It is Midnight Revels, okay. So maybe he won't break it this turn. Seal of the Dragon on Mitsu. Not really sure what that's for. Duelist training on Mitsu. What's he doing? Bonsai on Yokuni. Is he gonna Hawk Tattoo Mitsu in and then Watering? Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Okay, so he will win. Yeah, demagogue move for sure. Alright, so that is gonna be the game. Forget what the last card in Unicorn's hand is, but it's not something that will stop this from breaking, so GG. Congratulations to Demagogue, winning with his High House of Light Tower Dragon deck. I don't know what the standings are right now. Yeah, I think if Unicorn just had attacked Air, yeah, that one time when Air had a fade on it, he would have probably been fine. But yeah, this Dragon deck can be kind of crazy when everything goes well for it. But yeah, that's it for this game. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time.